With doses of bad blood, dramatic endings, and record-breaking achievements, 2019, on the most part, delivered.
And there it is! He has done it!
And as we see the sport continuing its rise, narrowing its divisions, and waves of new talent gate-crashing the world rankings,
Talented young American featherweight.
things look as hopeful as ever, with a New Year wish that 2020 will see the best fight the best.
And with Deontay Wilder, I'm unpredictable, so you just don't know what's going to happen.
And so, throughout the ranks, we weigh up some of the most well-matched, hostile, and eagerly anticipated bouts of the next 12 months. Some more likely than others, but all potential Fight of the Year contenders. Please press thumbs up, subscribe, and jab that bell button as we break down 10 fights boxing fans need to see in 2020. Welcome to a Motivedia presentation. When you think of the sport's biggest megafights, the majority of people are drawn to the heavyweight giants.
As long as you know the devil you're working with, then you can prepare.
And we'll get to it. But looking down the weight classes, there are some equally tasty tear-ups that look to set alight the 2020 calendar.
Oh! And a clubbing shot! What a fight!
Championship of the world.
First up, a dream collision that brings more pound-for-pound firepower than any other in boxing.
The fight is underway.
Inoue, overcoming the legendary Donaire in the Super Series final, brings the sport's most diverse offensive arsenal. Nery, his Mexican counterpart, brings more of the same. A front foot aggressor with a relentless work rate.
Should be a gunfight right now.
Down goes Bayano.
And with a third undefeated fighter in Nordine Ubali also in the mix, 2020 could be a huge year at bantamweight. As we slide up to the 126-pound division, we can thank social media for a huge potential class at featherweight.
Talking about a massive unification fight.
A deal between Britain's Josh Warrington
Oh, great shot. Right hand, he went down, and it's going to be given as a count.
and American Shakur Stevenson now looks as close as ever.
Well, he's certainly cocky, he's certainly confident, Shakur Stevenson.
With 4 convincing 2019 victories, the American looks unstoppable.
He's full of talent. He's got all the ability to make it to the very top.
Long range left hand again!
But bet against Josh Warrington at your peril.
Big headshot. Josh Warrington gets the spectacular winning praise.
With 2 more aggressive and tireless fighters, it's a win-win situation for fans of the sweet science.
2020, we're coming for you all.
From one hungry Brit to the next, the newly unified Josh Taylor looks ready for the ultimate super lightweight test. And after beating Prograis in Glasgow, he made his intentions clear,
Easy fight,
calling out another unbeaten American.
Ramirez, let's do it.
One that, considering Ramirez overcomes Postol in February,
And Jose Ramirez is the unified champion.
prompts a summer battle for undisputed supremacy.
Looks hurt. Hooker's got it.
A true 50-50 between 2 relentless all-rounders that continue to step their game up.
And I'm ready for anyone now.
Continuing through the list, we're yet to name an unbeaten fighter. Though, where the next matchup brings a blemished resume, it also brings the best of the lot.
He's a freak of nature at age 40 to be this quick and this powerful.
Beating Keith Thurman last July,
Oh, down goes Thurman!
Pacquiao continues to exceed every expectation. And should he face Errol Spence as his 72nd opponent, the boxing world will stand still.
And the next fight I do want is Manny Pacquiao.
Despite his terrible accident, Spence appears ready to jump straight in at the deep end.
Staples Center on his feet.
claiming a 2020 clash with the Filipino is definite.
Like I said, I'm the top dog in the division. I am the king of the welterweight division.
What a fight!
Where the welterweight clash looks inevitable, a third and final middleweight showdown looks much less so.
Oh, great shot! Right hand, he went down.
And despite Oscar being certain about a trilogy, Canelo publicly claimed his disinterest, choosing to step up against Kovalev in November.
Alvarez explodes and ends it.
So whilst public interest could spark Triple G's third opportunity, the Mexican star holds all the cards in the middleweight division.
Canelo will make history.
Though with Smith, Saunders, and Benavidez in the weight, the division is far from lacking.
What an uppercut! It almost erased Caceres from the ring!
As quickly as Canelo moved up in weight to face the Russian, he made an equally swift exit. And with these two men in mind, you can see why.
The boxing, the speed, the skill.
A huge undefeated showdown that would shine a spotlight on the light heavyweight division's elite.
Nice little right hand over the top. And down goes Gvozdyk.
Two undefeated warriors, Beterbiev knocking out every single opponent.
He wants to close the show. That's it. It's over.
He's a talented fighter.
Stio's legs just lock out at the knees and over he goes.
And another razor-close matchup, bringing guaranteed fireworks.
Who wanna fight me? Who wanna try to beat me?
Another frustrating ordeal for the fans comes in the lightweight division, where boxing's most masterful technician vies for a crack at the rising TMT superstar.
I'm the top dog. There's no safety on this Glock, so bring them on.
And where Loma's skill and movement, matched with Gervonta's speed and power, makes for a match made in heaven, it will be boxing politics that decides whether the two collide in 2020.
Goes down. Oh, the hook floors up. Absolutely annihilated him.
Instead, approaching his 32nd birthday, the Ukrainian could face an equally live prospect in Teofimo Lopez.
Oh, what a big shot by Lopez. Homie is on spaghetti legs here in round 2.
When Julian Williams stunned Jarrett Hurd last summer, most expected a quick-fire rematch. However, the Maryland instead opted for a January tune-up fight, leaving us none the wiser. In which case, if it comes available, a fiery Jermell Charlo may be more than willing to step in and take his place.
Harrison is hurt. Harrison's down.
A storyline which would write itself, as Williams' only loss came to the other Charlo brother, Jermall, 2 years ago.
And this is unfortunate.
I said I don't want your apology. I don't want your congratulations. You know, all of the belts in the weight division. The Charlo twins are back, baby.
For a small country, the UK punches well above its weight, and never more so than in the heavyweight division.
And a big left hand putting him down. That, I think, will be good night, Kayotaro Fujimoto.
In 2020, with talks underway, British boxing fans look set for a treat as the juggernaut
And the crowd responding to this.
meets Dynamite. Another domestic baptism of fire for the younger, as Dubois put away 5 out of 5 opponents last year, all by knockout.
And that's hurting. And it is finished in the second round.
And a collision that, considering it happens, should set the tone for the rest of the division.
Definitely, I'm prepared, and I'll beat him.
To beat Tyson Fury, you have to nail him to the canvas.
Last but certainly not least, we now prepare for the big rematch between Fury and Wilder.
And come February 27th, we're going to rip his head off his body.
Because when I get him in there again, I'm going to make him feel the fury.
A fight that removes all question marks and puts all doubts to rest. The smoothest and slipperiest fighter in the heavyweight division against one of the hardest hitting in its entire history.
I can't believe what I'm seeing. I don't know what's going on.
One of the greatest sporting stories you would ever see.
Both have showed flaws, Fury surviving a nasty cut and Wilder losing every round. but both managed to get the job done the way they know best.
I gave this man a concussion the first time.
Two rounds, he's going down.
And now, with the potential for an undisputed showdown with Anthony Joshua later in the year, neither can afford a bad night.
It's heavyweight against heavyweight, champion against champion. I'm going to knock him out.
With this being just the tip of the iceberg, one thing is for sure. With new arrivals, new drama, and more potential showdowns, the next 12 months will see divisions flipped on their head and seismic shakes throughout the ranks as 2020 gets underway.
And 2020 finna be real. 2020 finna get live out there, yeah.
For the 15th, tune in for 2 more seconds of yelling on the next Motivedia presentation.